Welcome, everyone. I'm Dr. Alex Barker, and I'm the founder of The Happy Farm D. Thank you for being here. I aim to make every minute together absolutely worth it. Our mission is super clear. We get pharmacists jobs they love. And over 2,000 pharmacists now enjoy a new and fulfilling role thanks to our coaching work. We're the only company that does anything like this. So if you want to discover a new and exciting career path, or if you want to get that dream job that you've been dreaming of, or if you want to start an entrepreneur endeavor, well, you're in the right place. We know from experience that when a pharmacist is doing work that they love, everything changes for them and their families. The sun is brighter, coffee tastes better, at least for me. Our energy and vitality, it shines through when you do work you love. And so we boldly say to pharmacists, invest in your career's future and dare to explore what is truly available and possible for you. A new career you'll love. In a nutshell, we are reshaping what it means to be a pharmacist. Okay, so in a couple of seconds, we're going to be starting this class, and I want to make sure that you can see me and hear me. You already can? Hey, great. Let's jump in.
My goal is to share with you the surprising, easy way to get a pharmacy job you love. I'm excited to share this because when we work with people, they start here just like you, but I get to hear them say things like, I love my new job. My entire life has changed. I love pharmacy again. And this was by far the best investment I've ever made. Here's why I think you should listen to what I'm about to share with you. No one else can claim a 95% success rate. Our clients get jobs that they love, and we've learned so much from it. But there are 3 requirements for you to get a job you love. First, it's how to clearly identify the right pharmacy career path for you. Then it's how to stand out in the competitive job market space. And then finally, how to land that dream job. We know you need these things because what I'm sharing with you has helped over 2,000 pharmacists and was built by myself and my team with over 40 years of collective coaching experience. And it's also been reviewed by executives, those who hire pharmacists, from places like Sanofi, Pfizer, Mayo Clinic, Cedars-Sinai, and from universities around the country. But these requirements can feel overwhelming to achieve, especially if you've tried job hunting. And actually, it's even harder if you just are in the thick of it. But they aren't impossible. In fact, we see pharmacists every week achieve their career goals. Pharmacists like June Stevens, who worked as a retail chain pharmacist for a few years and felt, frankly, clueless about the job market and what career paths were truly available to us. She was worried about not having relevant experience. And after working with us, though, June was able to land a dream job as a medical writer, working remotely and beating more experienced candidates. It's also for highly experienced pharmacists like Lori Wang. Even though she was residency trained, had an MBA, and worked at a top university hospital, she was unfulfilled. Lori used our process and landed a director role at Pfizer with no previous pharma experience. This presentation is also for anyone who's short on time, like pharmacists like Brittany, who could have only worked with us about 1 day a week because she was working a full-time job and building a business at the same time. After working with our team, she was able to grow her side business into multiple six figures that now hires other pharmacists, and she landed a dream manager role at McKesson. This is also relevant if you've been applying and applying and applying and only receiving rejections, or even worse, no response at all after applying. Like Nupur, who was looking for a new job for years, applying to probably over 100 places, but kept getting rejected because she didn't know what these companies were looking for. She worked with us and within 1 month began getting interviews and eventually landing a dream remote role. So, regardless of your lack of experience, too much experience, or you don't know what career paths are available to you, or you keep applying but get rejected, go through this 4-step process that I'll share with you shortly. And it is possible to get a pharmacy job you love. But here's a little bit of background about me. The truth is that I was like these pharmacists. I previously worked as a clinical pharmacist at the Veteran Affairs after my residency. But my journey to clinical work was nothing but non-traditional. And unfortunately, I was a square peg in a round hole. I was unfulfilled and I eventually burned out pretty quickly. And on top of that, I had 2 bullies in my workplace. One of the bullies was my direct supervisor. Oh, and while that sucked, I'm thankful for that experience because it allowed me, it kind of forced me to crack the code to loving pharmacy again. When I did, I created my path towards an indispensable career where I was able to land multiple interviews to every job I applied to, and I received offers from companies, actually universities, and eventually I became resolute to not accept those, but to help pharmacists do the same. This is how the Happy PharmD career coaching firm was born. You know, I want to share with you numbers just so that you're aware of the job market. On average, there's about 10,000 new grads entering the market every year. And according to AACP's workforce survey, there's 100,000 pharmacists right now looking for a better job. And most pharmacists believe their application is the key to getting a job. But with odds like that, why would you gamble with your career? So, how do we at the Happy PharmD help create dream jobs for our clients using our method? Well, it comes down to 4 steps to landing that job. You must get clarity because it will help you choose the right and fulfilling career path at the right job place. Equally important is dumping the job market myth that stops you and so many others from applying to jobs you actually want. Third is begin with the end in mind by creating an application that is actually read by a manager to get you interviews. Stop using resume templates and find out what managers actually care about so that you can tailor your application to that. And then let me tell you something. Most people who apply for jobs go to the wrong places. And that's silly. Why? Well, because they're doing it on their own. You see, at the Happy PharmD, we give you the right sources and places to get you jobs you love through our private coaching program. You will be brilliantly coached by a pharmacist who's not only extremely gifted and talented and highly trained to guide you on a career path, but they've also helped countless others on the same journey. It's kind of like a professor who gives you all the answers before the exam. Okay, first, let's dive deeper into clarity. Our coaching experience demonstrates there are 5 keys to choosing a pharmacy career path you'll enjoy: passion, personality, strengths, values, and vision. And I want to focus on vision because I believe it is perhaps the most important. When a client creates a powerful vision, they have newfound energy that leads them into that life changing career. And that is where our coaching excels. By digging deep and finding out what exactly would get you excited, you have that natural motivation to push through the hard times and moments when you may feel like giving up. The second step was dumping that job market myth. And I want to dive deeper here because so many people believe this myth. Most applicants pre reject themselves when it is actually possible to get a job without more training or education. This is a huge blind spot in pharmacy. Every workshop or CE or webinar that I do, I get this question: should I get this certification? Should I do this class? Should I do this? Here's my answer. Here's the blunt answer that I don't always say. No, you don't need more education. You don't. In fact, research proves it. A study was done and published in the Journal of APHA that said that you are enough right now. The majority of jobs do not prefer certifications. In a nutshell, you can get a job you love with your background, even if you have only a bachelor's of pharmacy. You're not a second-class citizen. You have gained the experience necessary that a doctorate has. So what's next? Well, because you're listening to this point, I actually know something about you. You're not someone who just dreams about a better career. You are someone who is committed to improving your life and your career. And you know that if you got a better job, so much in your life would improve. And I also know that you want to work with the right people to get that job quickly. And that's great because on average, our clients get a job 1.5 months after our program, according to our latest success report, which tracks all of our clients and where they go. So it's time for action. Are you ready for this next step? Hey, great. Your next step is working with one of our pharmacist career coaches. We're excited to do that. To work with one of our career coaches means talking with one of our career advisors. Our advisors are responsible for doing in-depth assessments on every pharmacist that we work with so that we can put forth the best plan. This career advisor call is a chance for you to go deeper than you and I can right now. And on that call, your advisor will do a career review, ask great questions regarding your vision, helping you get clarity and learn how coaching can help you in your specific situation. Of course, this call is free and no obligations. So go for it. When you join our program, you get an in-depth assessment to discover your ideal career path and job niche. You'll discover how to find the unique job and roles that aren't listed online. And your coach will provide you the direction that has helped now over 2,000 pharmacists. And your coach acts really as like a professional guide to address all of your questions without getting sidetracked. And that guide, the coach, who is also a pharmacist, provides you a career strategy that's broken down into your baby steps to make your ideal career your actual job. And of course, in that process, you'll gain a new resume and cover letter that demands respect and gets interviews. And of course, when you get to the interview, we'll provide you with the training so that you'll never be blindsided and be prepared for anything, any kind of question that comes your way. And we'll also teach you how to easily grow your network with the right people from the right places. And of course, in this program, you'll get coaching sessions and ongoing support after those sessions are done until you get your new job. I can't stress this enough. It's our role to get you into that job. You'll get access to our content library for in-depth training about all of the topics that I've talked about thus far. And then finally, you'll get access to our HPD network of alumni, graduates, and other people on the same journey as you. Basically, I'm saying that when you go through one of our coach programs, you're going to have everything you need to get that job, even if you don't even know what that job is. Before we reach the end together, it's important for me to show you some happy pharmacists. Here they are.
But I didn't have the basic understanding of how to figure out the direction that I needed to go.
I would go through this cycle of, I hate my life.
I applied and applied and applied, and I wasn't getting any requests for interviews.
I would just go on LinkedIn and just apply to anything. I thought my resume was good enough.
I knew where I wanted to go, but I didn't know the steps to get there.
The recordings that you guys have with the interview questions, and I mean, it was just amazing.
The Happy PharmD really kind of opened my eyes to like all the other avenues of pharmacy.
She kind of helped build up that confidence and gave me the tools to market myself better.
There's so many invaluable skills that I've learned that can't be taken away from me.
It was kind of nice to see like, okay, I'm not alone in this. I'm not the only pharmacist who's like, I don't know what to do with my life.
The fact that Anne was a pharmacist made such a huge difference.
It's pharmacists like helping pharmacists.
I think the coach pairing, I think they do a really good job with pairing you with an appropriate coach who will meet your needs.
Less than a year later, I've landed that role. You know, I'm so grateful.
I got this position. It's an exciting opportunity, and it's exactly what I was looking for.
So in my new role as an MSL, one of the biggest things for me is being able to dictate my own schedule.
I would say if you're thinking about it, definitely go ahead and do it. I mean, you'll get inspiration, motivation. You'll get a lot from it. It's definitely worth it, is what I would say.
Trying to do it on your own is often a recipe for disaster.
Kind of reinvigorating to learn all this stuff that I had no idea I'd be learning.
I honestly feel like if it weren't for the Happy PharmD, I would not have been able to transition this seamlessly, find the fit that I did, which I think is the best fit for me.
To anybody who is on the fence about this, do I or don't I, you need to do it.
Thank you for making it to the end of our presentation. As promised, here is your gift, which is a cheat sheet packet. This was only given to our clients, but now for you. It covers a ton from application insights, network outreach templates, and a multitude of niche pharmacy career paths. You'll absolutely love it. Hey, it's Alex here again. By now, I'm sure you have scheduled your phone call with one of our career advisors. But if you haven't, we'll have a phone number here somewhere on the page that will allow you to call us. And if someone doesn't answer, we will try to call you back at least by the end of a business day. Thank you again for being with me, and it's truly my honor and pleasure to be a part of your journey. And I cannot wait to hear you say, I love my job and I finally love pharmacy again. Bye for now.